Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 44 of commercial diving school. Today was yet another full day of diving, and we're working on basically the same stuff as yesterday. So two of the divers were working on the piping system, and then two of the divers were working on the pile jackets, and I got to dive today. So I'm about to talk about that. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and leave any comments or questions for me down below. So in the morning, I was the standby diver. So I got dressed out and basically sat in a chair, just waiting in case anything happened, or any kind of emergency or anything like that. Luckily nothing like that happened. And then after lunch, I dove, but as a group we were able to get all of the pipes undone, so all the bolts out, all the gaskets back up topside, and then one by one we brought the pipes up. So by the time it was my time to dive, after lunch, it was time to put all the pipes back in and put all the gaskets and bolts back in again. So we first sent down one long straight pipe that's about 12 feet long. They sent it down on the chain fall to the bottom, and then they went ahead and sent the second one down. So when it came to me and my partner that I was diving with, they lowered one pipe down and then they lowered the other one down, and they kind of like crisscrossed. They kind of made like an X, and these pipes are really heavy, they're really long, and it can still be easy to lose track of them, which is what happened to my partner. He was looking for the pipe, and they're like, hey, on comms, they're like, hey, can you help him look for the pipe? So I did, and I was like, hey, this pipe is right here. Like, this one is one, and the other one is like below it, and it's like crossed. So after we were able to figure out where the pipes were and their configuration and stuff, we needed to get one of them to slide, basically so that they both line up so that we can bolt them together. So he went to the other end of that pipe, and then he just started dragging it to the other end. And then once we got it there, it was pretty difficult to get the gasket in, because the pipes are so heavy, and if they're even like at a slight angle, it can be hard to get the bolts in, and then it's really hard to keep track of a bolt and two washers and a nut all at the same time, and not lose them. So you're kind of fighting with a bunch of things, like trying to keep the gasket in the same place. Your partner is trying to hold the pipe in place so you can get the bolts in. But we finally got that middle section done, and both straight pipes bolted together. So then they sent down the elbows, or we call them 90s for short, because they're 90-degree angles. And so they sent those down both like at the same time, and they kind of sent them down when we were at the other end of the pipe so that we were out of the way. So they basically sent them both down, so they're there waiting for us, and then I had to go to that end and pick up one of the 90s and bring it all the way down to the other end, so, which, if they're 12-foot pipes, I mean, that's 24 feet that I had to drag this 100 to 200 pound 90-degree angle pipe. Like, I basically set it on the pipe and I just drug it like a little bit at a time, and I got really winded. But the good thing about the hats is you can just crack open the free flow. That's what we call it, but it's basically like a valve that you can open, and then the air, instead of being demand, so when you breathe in, instead of it being like that, if you open the free flow, the air will just flow in the hat, kind of like, we kind of call it air conditioning, but if you can imagine, it's just like air blowing in the hat. It feels nice, you know, you can breathe normally. It's just really nice to catch your breath by doing that. So yeah, I really needed to catch my breath after dragging that across, and then we went to rig up those two, or bolt them on both ends, but then it was our turn to get out of the water and another group's turn to get in. So I didn't get to work on the pile jacket stuff, but to be honest, like, I really wanted to work on the piping. I really wanted to, you know, get the piping all together and bolted together. That sounded like the most fun. I know we're not here to, you know, really have fun is not the main goal. It's really to learn. But the pile jacket, it just, you know, the wood and just manipulating the fiberglass jacket around the pile, the concrete pile, just didn't look as appealing as the piping job. So I'm glad I got actually stuck on the piping job today. But really, that's all we were doing today. Other than that, I don't really have much else to go over. Besides, tomorrow we're diving again. I'm not sure if I'll get another chance to dive tomorrow. Most likely not, but I'll let you guys know. And then this weekend, I obviously got the week 9 recap video if you're interested in that. And then next week, I think we're doing more classroom stuff. We might get in the water to do more scuba, but I don't think we're diving like actual in the hats like next week and stuff like that. But the week after that, we are diving that whole week, and then the week after that, which is the last week of our junior module, we'll be welding the whole week. So stay tuned for all that stuff. I really want to get like the welding on camera, at least some of it, so you guys can see what that's like. It'd really be cool to get like some kind of filter for the GoPro and all that kind of stuff, but we'll see how that goes. Most likely not, but definitely try to get some footage for you guys of welding and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave me any comments or questions for me down below, and hope you guys have a great one. I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Peace.